Good morning. It is Saturday, May 17th, and I'm Sherry Peavy, and online in my online ministry and writing, I go by Sherry Elaine, and I just want to do a quick video. You can hear the dog barking in the background. You can see my little Willa here in the background, and I have just woken up a short while ago. Just going to be real here. No time. We've got dog training class later today, and no time to really get fixed up for this video. But I wanted to share with you about the Faith and Soul Care Retreat. This is something, not the retreat per se, but the teachings that I'm going to be doing over the 5 weeks are something that have just been on my heart for a long time. At least 2 years is when it actually started forming and coming together. But even before that, really just having a need and almost even a compulsion to share, because over the course of the past 5 to 10 years, I have been updating my skills, because I graduated with my master's in psychology back in 2000. And so since that time, there's this whole third wave psychology that's really focused on prevention and well-being. And so I've been updating my skills in that, and I have been sharing things that I've learned with my students, and they are the simplest, easiest strategies, and we're seeing total transformations. And so my thought was, I'm going to take this to kids and teens at a wide, somehow, because if we can get this information out there to them, there would just be so much change across the board. But I do have a mentor who's helping me get my online ministry, getting it more out there, I guess you could say. And, she helped me see that I need to start with the moms and the grandmas and the adult women, because if I can help you all learn these things, you all can do them for yourself, and then you can teach your kids and grandkids, and that's a better way and makes more sense. So that's how I kind of shifted from my school psychology work, which is focused on the well-being of children mentally in their mental health, to kind of pulling this into my already existent writing ministry for women. And so I wanted to give you a little preview for those of you who are already in the group or who are already connected with me and aren't in the Facebook group yet, where I will be doing the teachings. I wanted to give you just a little preview of some strategies that we'll be learning in the first week. And they are called, for those of you who are familiar with counseling strategies and things like that, this is going to be as old as time, okay? It's called systematic relaxation. I learned this in my old school 1990s psychology program. Now, for the longest time, though, we used it to help people with pretty significant anxiety, people who could not fall asleep easily at night, people who maybe were having panic level anxiety, to help them calm down, and help them calm and relax their body. But what we know now is that by the time we're in midlife, and I'm going to be fully transparent here, this is theory, and if you go to the peer-reviewed literature, there will be back and forth, how can we prove this is true? This is just, the things that you're saying aren't proven from a biophysiological level, okay? But what the theory is now is that over time, all the little negative experiences that we have, our emotions that we don't deal with, that just like if I were to go running to the woods to see a bear, there would be physical effects of me, or even after a car wreck. I know once I had a car wreck and I was just like, afterwards, even smaller level of tease, there is a physiological response in the body that doesn't necessarily dissipate completely on its own. And it remains. That's why we have our tense muscles. That's why we hold our tension in our back. And over time, as we get more and more of these adverse experiences, we are exhausted. Okay, and that's why we hit my age, I'm in my early 50s, and we're thinking, oh, empty nest, I'm gonna do so much, and then we get there and we're like, oh my gosh, I don't wanna leave the house. Hopefully not all of you are there, but I have been there. But what we now know is continue using these systematic de-anxiety skills, even when you're not feeling anxious, and you will, in a fairly quick time, for me, it was only about 3 weeks, you will start feeling your energy come back, okay? But anyway, the main systematic, we're just gonna call it systematic anxiety, get it out. I'm gonna come up with another name for it, for systematic desensitization, but all it is, and I do it in bed, because I get the most relaxation there. We just got a new mattress. It's very comfortable. But you start with your feet. You start with your feet. Oh, I can't get them in here. But anyway, and you squeeze your feet. You think about your feet. Do this with your eyes closed so you can really, you squeeze your feet as hard, as comfortable, as hard as you can. That's also, you know, not painful. And you just feel the tension release. Then you go up to your calves and you do it there. Same thing, squeeze them, let it release. Go up to your thighs, you know, your lower back area, your abdomen, your arms, back of your shoulders, you know, and release, okay? And so the only thing different, that helps after an anxiety attack or after a really stressful day. It also helps with not being able to fall asleep readily at night. You'll feel like after you do it, you'll feel like just butter on a biscuit, you know, melting into your mattress. But keep doing it every day until you start getting your energy back. And so go ahead and start that now. I'm going to teach that again on the first week of our Faith and Soul Care Retreat. But go ahead. I want you all, since you've already been here, already said, yeah, I want to hear about this, you get to start early. So 2 weeks from now, you may already be ready to go. And teachers, we all know I work in the school system, teachers and educators, are you like me where summer comes in the first 2 weeks, I just can't even do anything because I'm trying to detox or whatever from all the stress at the end of the school year? Well, start doing this now and you'll have 2 additional functional weeks in your summer. If you're like me and that's how you get. It's like you can't even enjoy your breaks off during the year because all you're doing is just coming down from you know, being with 20-something kids all day long every day in this current in these current days and times. Okay, so that's one. And then I'm going to go ahead. I was just going to tell you that one, but for those of you who already know about systematic relaxation, let me give you a little something too. This is also, I'm not going to go into a little bit of the theory why this is helpful as well, but making sure my dog isn't trying to go underneath the fence. You might see her running back there. She's a little Yorkie. She's 14 years old, and she's my baby, my always baby. Sounds like a swarm of cicadas or something. Oh no! But anyway, doing this also releases a lot of tension from along this area. You can do it sitting or standing. I also do it in bed. You know, because I like to be able to take my elbows all the way back. I don't want to do it too far. So when I do it in bed, or I guess you could do it lying down on a mat, I know to stop my elbows, you know, where the ground is. But basically, let me just scoot back here. You do this, and you start down low, and then here, you bring it up a little bit, you know, bring it parallel with the floor. Bring it up. Okay, and that will pull out a lot of stored tension right along, your upper back, spinal cord, and, the nerves. There's a really big nerve there. Okay, so y'all go ahead and start doing that for the next 2 weeks. Another thing, that's not all we're going to learn the first week. We're also going to learn, I didn't even write notes this morning. We're going to, learn some very, very simple daily practices that literally take 10 seconds, maybe 20 if you're a little slow, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. And they are proven to, this one is evidence-based, but if you tend to get the blues or kind of go into depression or go into negative thinking cycles, they're shown to actually have a preventative effect. So when you feel that spiral coming on, you can you could do these exercises every day. I forget to do them most days, but I definitely do them when I start feeling I don't know if I can make it. Come on. And it just takes 10 to 20 seconds, and it just, supposedly, I don't know if this part is actually proven, but I feel the difference. Supposedly it gives your brain just a little shot of dopamine, and it can help you from sinking further into that place where you're just not feeling well and you're not feeling happy. So do those two things. The first week we're really going to be talking about getting our energy back and ways to deal with this negative physical stress positively, because then the practices that we'll be adding on, like in week 2, we'll be looking at a method of prayer. I'm not saying it's the only method of prayer, but a method of prayer that I teach that I have found to be very effective and very able to do, if that makes sense. Simple. You'll know I work at elementary school. My strategies are simple. I completely believe Jesus when he says, be like a child and you'll come into enter heaven. We receive more of Jesus when we just take him like a child. We receive more. I am only doing the teachings in my private Facebook group, and that's because as we get further into like week 3 or whatever, I'll be sharing some areas of my life that I just not ready to fully put out there publicly. And even though my group is open to the public, there are some basic questions you have to answer to be approved. One, that you're going to be respectful, and you are going to have to give me your email address. So just in case, you know how Facebook and Meta are, just in case we get shut down for some reason, or we get someone takes over the group and posts inappropriate things and we get shut down. That does happen. It happened to me on Twitter, X, a couple of years ago, which is why I'm no longer on Twitter. Someone took over my account, posted inappropriate stuff, and it got shut down. And so it's a real thing. So that's all. You'll have to say, I promise to be respectful, and this is my email. And that's really for you, because if something happens and we get shut down, I can email you and let you know where we'll be next. So anyway, I'm so excited. There are some upgrade options, but let me tell you, this is not a funnel. This is not a sales funnel, okay? This is ministry. Everything that I do and know, I will be teaching you in the free teachings. So you can come take part of the free teachings. If you can't be there live when they're released, there will be a replay that will remain up through like mid-July. Okay, so you can get caught up. Everyone who knows me knows I am short and to the point. You're not going to be sitting there for an hour and 20 minutes just trying to get well, I'm not being short and to the point right now, but you know what I mean. You're going to get what you need to know that you can implement immediately and start seeing great transformation just in your day-to-day. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, there's some upgrade options. Those are completely optional. You will not be missing out on any of the teachings with those. That's just if you're looking for a group. We're going to go a little deeper, and you might have some situations where maybe you have a very stressful situation you're going through right now. Something that's maybe a little higher on the little t, big T trauma scale. You've lost a job, you've got a diagnosis, you're really, really struggling with your relationship with an adult child or a teenage child, or, you know, a 6-year-old child. You know, it's challenging at all stages. You're having, you know, something big, relationship issue, and you say, I'd really like to just kind of have an opportunity to bounce some things off Sherry now and get some feedback and get a little kind of coaching or counseling within a small group. There's an option for that. And then there's also, and it's like $65 for all 5 sessions. So this is my launch. Yeah, this is my launch offer, because I'm launching this new off the page ministry. So there is an upgrade offer for $65 if you want to be a part of the small group that's going to meet the following night. And please reach out to me, message me if you have any questions or any concerns. There is also another upgrade option if you would like to be with the group plus have a one-on-one session, like a 45-minute one-on-one session, and that's only $30 more. So 60. Now those very, very low prices end this weekend on the 18th at midnight. So midnight Monday, actually. The 65 and the extra 30 will change. So I'm letting you know, it's still going to be a great deal. It's going up to 85 for all 5 sessions. And then, I can't remember what the private would be, but yeah, so go take a look at it. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. And I'm just, I can't wait. So May 28th is when we start, at 7 p.m. There will be a replay. So you can catch it. You'll have plenty of time to catch up on everything. And gosh, it's going to be a great summer. And I hope to see you all soon. Oh, yes, men can be in the Facebook group. Okay. I know it says for Christian women. If your husband wants to join, you know someone that could benefit from these de-stressing and spiritual formation strategies, they can join the Facebook group as long as they are respectful. Okay? And my husband's in the group. I've invited my father, but he's not really on Facebook. So gotta maybe get him set up. Men can join the group. I will not take men in the small groups. My ministry is that part of my ministry is right now it's for women. But I may be able to refer you to someone or things like that. Okay, so we will see you soon. I'm going to go get my day started, get this puppy fed. Did I feed you yet? Get her fed, and we will see you all soon. Bye for now.